You've just released your first solo EP and you've made a film clip for Is Everybody Losing Their Mind?
That's the one.
We've talked before and you have studied music and are a multi-instrumentalist. Have you actually played all the instruments on the EP?
Yeah. Yeah, I just recorded it all at home, but I was kind of happy with how it came out. Obviously, being a drummer and that, I kind of just, started with that and worked my way up.
Being a drummer. You're a guitarist too?
Yeah, well, I guess I started playing everything around the same time, really, but most people have only really known me as a drummer. So it's kind of been a bit of a spin out for some people that I've released this because they don't expect it from me, I guess.
Most people had no idea that you were even considering it, did they?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. A lot of people don't even, it says on like the EP and everything that like I played everything, but a lot of people still ask me, like, they're like, did you play, the guitar and like even like, is that you singing and stuff like that? I'm like, oh yeah.
And people can actually go and purchase the EP on Bandcamp and they can name their own price.
Yeah, well, you can download it for free, but I'm getting like hard copies made up just for anyone who still owns a CD player. And basically they're like $4 each, but you can obviously pay more if you really wanted to, but that's just an option that they give you with Bandcamp, so I thought, why not? Someone might feel generous when they buy it.
Well, I've spoken to bands before who are surprised at how many people are actually willing to fork up some money for these things.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. Like, I guess, like, I'm still in the process of getting them pressed up and everything, and I've already got, like, a couple of orders that even, like, some of my best friends have bought, and they've paid, like, more for it. Mm-hmm. And I'm just, like, calling them up straight away, just saying, what the hell are you buying it for? Like, obviously going to give them a free copy and all that, but they're just happy to kind of support me and happy to see me finally put something out, I suppose.
Well, being friends of yours, they know how tough it can be being in a band and trying to actually make money rather than having to spend it. Yeah,
I guess my closest friends kind of know that it's all probably not as glamorous as it seems with like touring and being in a unsigned band and all that kind of thing. So they know it's tough and they know it takes a lot of money and everything to get stuff happening. So they can appreciate it when you do put something out. They do everything they can to kind of help out.
Yeah, and, talking about how tough it is touring and that, last year you toured nearly every weekend of the year after doing the Affected tour with the Butterfly Effect.
Yeah.
This year hasn't been quite so harsh on the touring, but it has been a lot of travelling overseas.
Yeah, well, we toured Europe for 4 or 5 weeks, and basically that, made up for almost a year's worth of touring here, like in terms of finances, and obviously just the whole experience was a complete blur. Like, it took us probably 2 or 3 weeks just to recover once we did get home. I don't know how we made it home alive, to be honest, but we come off the back of that big tour with the Butterfly Effect, and then we went to Europe almost straight away, and it was just, we played a whole heap of shows and took a lot out of us, so we've kind of been recovery mode at the moment and just trying to get back in order to get the album out.
Well, obviously part of your therapy has been getting some of your own music down.
Yeah, well, it's been a chance to actually get something done, like having a bit of a break. I guess every spare second that I do get, I'm playing the guitar or trying to write a song or whatever, and there's songs on this EP that are probably over a year old, and there's a couple that are only, like, I recorded a couple of days before I put it out. So I just got to the stage where I did have that time off, and I was kind of at a point where I was sick of trying to tweak the songs, and I just wanted to get something out there, so I just bit the bullet and put it out as it was.
I kind of mention your travels and that too, because I think, like, I don't know you that well, but I think anyone who knows you at all would know that the video that I believe you've put together for Is Everybody Losing Their Mind is really a compilation of who you are and what you love and where you've been travelling.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, like that video kind of almost made itself because I had that much like random footage collected just from last year, and like I only got my passport in, I think, like December of last year, and since then I've been to like 20 different countries or something. It's ridiculous. Like the whole thing has just been a complete blur. But so I've written all these songs and I've got all this footage together, and it all just seems to kind of gel together. And I guess the whole experience of travelling too was just a big eye-opener, and most of my lyrics have come from my experiences with travelling and meeting different cultures and things like that. That song in particular, I guess, is mostly just about, it seems like people these days are too worried about their money and, work and all that kind of crap. And you go over to these, Eastern European countries where no one's got any money, but they're like some of the happiest people you'll ever meet, and it's just a big eye-opener, So a lot of those lyrics and stuff just came naturally after being there and doing that. Definitely a good experience.
Right. So, well, obviously that helped you, inspire you to actually release your EP. Do you think it's, changed you in any other way?
I think so. In lots of ways, sort of subconsciously, it's even just putting the EP out, I never thought I would actually do it. I just got to the point where I was just like, you know what, some people are going to like it and some people aren't going to like it. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I've got these songs and I'll put them out there, and if people like them, then cool. But if not, then, don't have any money but are, really, really happy people. It's just you just have to do what makes you happy and go with it, I suppose. The EP isn't, just directly about that. It's, a bit of everything, I guess.
Anyone who does have a good listen through the EP, you've written about love and things like that, as well as people losing their minds.
Yeah.
Probably the easiest way for people to find your EP too would be to go to stevetyssen.com.au, and that's Steve, Tyssen, and you've got a link there. You've got the video, of course, and a link to your Bandcamp site.
Yeah, that website itself is really, really basic at the moment. It's just got that one link to the EP, which is, just a starting block, I suppose. But I think from there's a couple of other links that you can go to, but you can get to the EP straight away just from that link.
Yeah, or they can go on your YouTube channel too, Steve Tyssen, again Tyssen, and you've got your video, Is Everybody Losing Their Mind, up there.
Yep. Yeah.
You did edit this video, yeah?
Yeah.
I've been watching it and I'm thinking I really have so far to go, because you've got such smooth transitions from one to the other. Yeah,
I guess having so much footage it made it kind of easy, because you could kind of just pick things at random. At the same time, it was kind of hard to get things that flowed nicely. So it took a little bit of moving and mucking around with, but I kind of got there in the end. And again, with the video, with the music, I kind of got to the point where I was just I could probably work on this for another week and change things, but it's not going to be too much different, so I'm just going to call it right there and put it out.
Yeah.
I had a friend that helped me film a lot of the footage. I basically gave him a camera and said, film anything that moves, and he kind of sat in as I was starting to piece it together and gave me a bit of a hand, which was good. But it's basically just a whole heap of random stuff.
It is. It's really I'm looking at it now while we're speaking and that, and you've got you living your life, jumping in the pool. You've got your dogs. Which one's a nice big one, and the other one is the other little tiny one yours or not?
Yeah, they're all mine.
And you've got your friends in there as well as your travels and things, and and your soccer ball.
Yeah, you gotta have that in there. You can't leave home without it. I don't know. I was kind of hoping to capture the studio aspect of recording the thing, and also just what happens in between, and hopefully that in some way can kind of tie into the meaning of the song. People not living how they used to be, I think, is one of the lines. And it's just when you're a kid, the way you see things and the way you live your life, it seems to be completely opposite to how it is when you're grown up,
I think that for your first ever video, this is the perfect video. I don't think you could have paid money for a better video.
Oh, really?
Because it's you. It's just you, and you past 12 months.
Yeah, I guess it's a compilation, I suppose, of the last year. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you've done a brilliant job with it. I really like it. Yeah. So now that you have actually released the EP, which, like you said, probably 12 months ago you never thought you'd do, have you considered doing shows?
Well, I'm probably at the stage now that I was 12 months ago about releasing something. Like right now, I can't really see it happening, but I would love to. It's just a matter of getting the confidence and the ability to actually get up there and do it. It's a totally different world. You know, playing drums I consider to be kind of not easy, but like a lot more comfortable, and you know, you're in the background a bit more, and it comes naturally to me, I suppose. But I think singing would be a completely different story. So I'm a bit of a way off yet, I would say, but hopefully one day.
From what I've seen, when you decide that you're just going to do it, you will.
Yeah, I'm sure there probably will be a point where I'll wake up and just say, stuff it, I'm going to book a gig today or whatever, but I don't know when that time is.
And once again, I should tell people to find you at stevetyson.com.au or on bandcamp.com/Steve Tyssen.
Yep.
I will let you go. Thank you for talking to me. And do you have any idea when Greenthief are going to be heading back down to Melbourne?
Oh, I've got no idea, to be honest.
Anyway, if you are ever going to go and do a show, let me know and we'll have another quick chat and give it a plug.
All right, will do.
Okay. Take care.
Okay, you too. See ya.
Bye.